It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. A beautiful fake. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Saints at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now this time he'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
6-18. on 2nd and 9. Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they'll accept that penalty. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd and 10, Carr looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit. Change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 734. Later one. 637.
Now Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. 29. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
What's good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The
ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Back to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their era. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The final shot here before half for Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10,
good. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Express! Put that down! 694!
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down and 1. 93.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. In motion comes the tight end left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 28, Saints 10. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as